Here's Nikki Haley popping off on our boy. Don't talk about our boy like that. Vivek.
Is a win for China. We have to know that. Ukraine is the first line of defense for us. And the problem that Vivek doesn't understand is he
this
wants
is so
to
bipartisan.
hand Ukraine to Russia. He wants to let China eat Taiwan. He wants to go and
What's
stop.
that? You can let her off.
Mm-hmm.
You can. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Uh-oh.
I mean, they got to get used to each other. They are pretty much. They'll be cool, right? Right, Shredder? Everyone's thirsty. All right. Thank you, love.
Funding Israel.
By the way, sorry, I know you just unpaused, but Vivek's foreign policy is fucking insane. He is like incomprehensible. The issue of Ukraine, I think, surprisingly, I misunderstood what she was saying originally. Ron DeSantis, despite his lack of charisma, has figured out a way to triangulate it a little bit better, where I think that the Republican Party and the Republican Party base of support is going to be way more audibly frustrated with like unlimited amounts of weapons and money going into Ukraine, right? So I think that there is definitely an appetite there for someone to say, we're not giving money to Ukraine. We got to revert those funds to like a war that we care about, like Mexico, which we'll get to in a second, protecting our borders. But Vivek's foreign policy is so wild. It's like I felt like it was the most 4chan style foreign policy I've ever heard, where he's just like, we have to get Russia on our side because they're protecting whiteness and white people, and we have to attack China. That. Well, he didn't say the white people part. I'm adding that.
Okay.
That's why some far right Republicans like Russia, which is insane. They're such dupes. But
so let's watch this clip and see. Yeah.
Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name? And what the heck?
This is the side by side of what.
Barack said. What Obama said.
Yeah.
What's he doing in the middle of this debate stage?
For the skinny kid with a funny name.
Listen, now that everybody's gotten their memorized, pre-prepared slogans out of the way, we can actually have a real discussion now. Who the heck is this?
What, dude?
Yeah.
That he straight lifted that.
Yeah, 100%.
Hits. Shreddy, it's okay. It's okay. Shredder, stop. Stop.
You're just being protective.
Shreddy,
Kaya.
we're out.
Kaya.
It's okay. It's okay. I want them to get used to each other. Shredder, it's okay. Shredder, don't be like that. Shredder, don't be like that. Shredder, it's okay. Don't be like that. She's just saying hi. She's just saying hi. I know she's big, but she's nice. She's nice.
I love that you guys can see Kaya's little tail wagging on the side of the screen right there.
Hey, she's being nice.
Why did we just get the dogs dumped on us, by the way?
Yeah, where did they
come from? They literally just like came.
All right.
Oh my God.
Alfredo. Come here. God damn it, Alfredo. You stupid. Alfredo is such a psycho.
It's okay.
What'd you say, Dan?
I said, where the hell did these dogs come from?
Where do the dogs come from?
You didn't bring them. They're just they're just here all of a sudden.
Brought them.
Well, we don't have anybody to watch them.
Alfredo's so crazy, dude. Why did you do that?
No, it's fine. I'll hold her.
Just for the record, that was Alfredo Cujo who did that.
Wait, out of nowhere? What did he do? Did you bite her?
I don't think they really attacked each other, but Kaya was a very good girl.
No, Kaya's fine.
Yeah, she didn't retaliate. What is wrong with you? Why would you do that? You're so nice to everybody.
I get it. She's big. She's scary.
Hates other dogs. Only likes humans.
He does. He doesn't usually get in fights with other dogs that he knows. God damn. Dumbass.
Okay, but getting back to it, when we were talking about Nikki Haley, Vivek's foreign policy positions are incomprehensible. Nikki Haley does like a decent job of towing the line here, but I do think Ron DeSantis' take is better. That is better for the Republican Party, at least, where he says like, we need to stop giving funds to Ukraine, like unlimited amounts of funds to Ukraine. And, you know, we need to revert those funds elsewhere. But also, you know, we're not going to stop until, you know, we want Europe to defend Ukraine more. You know what I mean? Like the classic Trump NATO line.
Yeah.
That like Trump is in favor of abolishing NATO. Not really, though. He just wants Europe to pay more.
Right.
For its own self-defense. That's I think that's a decent way to triangulate on the Ukraine issue for the Republican base.
So let's hear what she says.
A win for Russia is a win for China. We have to know that. Ukraine is the first line of defense for us. And the problem that Vivek doesn't understand is he wants to hand Ukraine to Russia. He wants to let China eat Taiwan. He wants to go and stop funding Israel. You don't do that to friends. What you do instead is you have the backs of your friends. Ukraine is the front line of defense. Putin has said once Russia takes Ukraine, Poland and the Baltics are next. That's a world war. We're trying to prevent war. Look at what Putin did today. He killed Prigozhin.
Oh shit! Wasn't that epic that Prigozhin's plane just crashed?
I know.
So iconic, Putin.
Yeah, planes just kind of do that though.
It's like he's so unsubtle about it. I mean, what's it been, like 2 weeks?
I'm surprised it took this long.
It's like a little.
It's been like 2 months.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it took this long to fucking kill him.
The news is so crazy too. I heard it as like a headline on the radio, and they're like, Prigozhin, who led an uprising against Putin's plane crashed today. They're not even like, yeah, Putin killed him. They're like, the plane crashed.
Well, I mean, that is still technically true.
Well,
yeah, his plane did crash.
That's not the story.
Usually planes crash after they get hit by anti-air missiles. So,
Yeah.
Well, usually
I like that the Russian authorities, like their statement on it is, you know, well, first they were, you know, seeing who was in the crash because they were trying to figure out if Prigozhin was using his second plane because the second plane landed. He was known to swap planes usually to avoid like assassination attempts such as this one. Now they're saying it was a Ukrainian missile or something like that that fucking took the plane out. Yeah, definitely.
That guy really fucked up. Like he was about to do it. He was about to get it done. And then
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Then he's just like, okay, cool. You promise not to kill me? Putin's like, yeah. You're good, bro. I promise.
I think it's because he does have like broad popular support from the even further right coalition of nationalists, like ultra-nationalists in Russia.
Nobody cares.
Putin, he thought Putin would keep him around specifically as a cudgel to be like, look, there's other people that are worse than me out there. But I think he does not respond to betrayal.
Yeah, man.
With forgiveness.
I thought if anybody knew that surrender meant death, I thought it would be him, but at least he didn't kill himself by jumping out of a window.
Yeah, that happens so much. It's just so sad how many Russian people that have
Russian oligarchs, they just jumping out of windows.
They always do that, and then they have like bad tea. That's another one.
Yeah, spoiled tea.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that spoiled tea. It'll kill you, man. It's deadly.
Yeah.
I once had a Lipton that was a few days expired, boy.
Yeah. How did that get there? That enriched uranium. How did that get in my tea? That's crazy.
Hey, girl.
It's like radon, you know. It's here, it's there, it's everywhere. You know, you just don't know. It just happens to be like 1,000,000 times in this cup of tea.
Russian ambassador suddenly died. This guy is a murderer, and you are choosing a murderer over.
I thought that was pretty funny. Like, well, yeah. You're going to be a murderer, too, if you become president. Probably in the first day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what's interesting. When they did the CNN poll and she actually got 4 votes, I think, you know, she probably got those votes in that moment when she popped off like that. And basically, she's kind of like the old school Republican. She's like the 2000s Republican, like the Bush Republican on the stage. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, but Bush still had charisma. You know what I mean? Bush still had like
not in that sense, but just like the positions that she's taking.
All I'm saying is the Republican Party Okay, let me say this much: Mitt Romney was a revamp for the Republican Party. They had noticed that Latino immigration was changing the American demographic. They were looking at places like Texas. They were looking at places like New Mexico, Arizona, and realizing that like they need to re-triangulate their message to be more welcoming of the Latino population and not just cut straight up racial agitprop.
Mm-hmm.
Mitt Romney failed, and then Donald Trump came in to the fray, and he